Good evening, Jennifer, Rick. Well, overall, this is a situation where LMPD and Louisville's Inspector General will agree to disagree. The OIG, whose job is to oversee LMPD, alleges the department's wrongdoings in the Cryer case start as far back as the arrest warrant. Now, the police chief countering, saying every action of his officers and the others involved in that operation were appropriate. Now, this is the first report by the Office of the Inspector General that LMPD Chief Paul Humphrey has responded to. During a press conference today, Humphrey said the nature of the high-profile case of Amari Cryer and what he described as the inflammatory allegations against his officers by the OIG prompted him to speak up. Now, for background, 25-year-old Cryer was shot and killed by a U.S. Marshal in May of 2022 while running from a fugitive task force that included LMPD officers. They were attempting to arrest him on domestic violence-related charges. Now, LMPD's role in the moments before, during, and after Cryer's death was investigated by the Inspector General. Now, Ed Harness claimed LMPD made false statements in the criminal complaint for Cryer's domestic violence charges and in the search warrant affidavit for the house he was seen at. Now, the OIG also alleges the fugitive task force should not have been after Cryer when their targets were supposed to be people affiliated with gangs, which Cryer was not. Now, LMPD refuted all of those claims, and the chief giving specific examples justifying his officers' actions. He also said as the department is trying to take steps forward, these types of damaging allegations moves them back.
It's okay for there to be a healthy tension between us and the Office of the Inspector General. They are oversight. I trust them to get this right. This community needs them to get this right. It is a difficult task to build trust, particularly in this community after everything that we've been through. And I think everybody knows how difficult it's been over the past few years. We need the Civilian Review and Accountability Board, as well as the Office of Inspector General, to help us in that. When we do things wrong, point it out. But when we don't, there's a responsibility to make sure that the truth is revealed in a fair and impartial way.
So all we did was ask for an investigation. I would have preferred a full investigation, which requires witness testimony and things like that, but he did a review, he presented his point of view, and we can agree to disagree and move on. This is the process.
Now, to clarify, the Inspector General's investigation was not into Cryer's shooting itself. They lack that jurisdiction since it involved a federal agent, nor will any of the LMPD officers be disciplined. But the OIG makes policy recommendations for LMPD going forward. Now, speaking of the future, coming up at 6, we'll talk more about what that relationship between LMPD and the OIG will look like. In studio, I'm Alexis Matthews, WOKY News.